Welcome back to Your Darts, where we learn to do dart checkouts in a head. Let's continue to use a formula to make dart checkouts easier. Welcome back. Let's continue from where we left off. We're on the big 50 numbers, 155. I remember when I first saw this number, before I knew this system, I thought, how am I going to learn this number? It's an odd number, it's awkward. But again, we just implement the same process. Treble 20 for our first dart. What's left from 155? We add 40, the rule of 40. Add 40 onto 55 is 95. This is the two dart finish you've just revealed. As long as you go away and learn those, you know how to do it. Two ways I know how to take out 95 is treble 15, which is 45 for bullseye. That's bullseye. Of course, the miss rule comes into play. Assuming we'll hit the big number more times than hitting the treble, it would leave 80. And, you got one dart left to take out 80. You can go double 20 for double 20 when you come back, or treble 20 for double 10. Just work that out. It's quite easy. Okay, the other way to take out 95 with two darts is treble 19 for double 19. Hitting the big 19 would leave 76 with one, and you've got one dart left at 76. Now, most people with one dart at 76, you're going to go for treble 20, which would leave double 8. Hitting the big 20 would leave 56. Now, if I've got one dart left at 76, I'm going to go for double 18. Because if I hit it, I come to the board with three darts at my strong double. Now, when I do it, I would aim cautiously at this bottom wire. I don't want to go outside the board. And if I do hit the big 18, it leaves me 58, which is really easy for me to work out in my head, and kind of easy for me to go for whether I hit it or not, but it's easy for me to know what I'm doing. Okay, that's what it's all about. Know what you're doing. Okay. Now, with our first dart, if we're going for treble 20, when we're on 155 and we miss treble 20, hit the big 20, you take 20 off 155, leaves 135, and you've got two darts to take out 135. So I'm going to go for treble 20. So I'm in the same area, treble 20. I'm going to put 40 onto 35, 75, and you've got one dart left to take out 75. I think most people are just going to throw at the centre of the board. If it hit 25, it would leave 50 when you come back to the board, so manageable. If it hit the 50, it would leave 25 when you come back to the board. 5 tops or 9 double 8 is generally how it's taken out. But if you really want to go a treble way and you got one dart at 75, it would be treble 17 for double 12 when you come back. Hitting the big 17 would leave 58. So that's pretty much how to take out 155. Again, I know I'm repeating myself. You're not learning 155, you're learning to take out 95. So the golden 44 numbers of 95 and 75. As long as you go away and you learn those, you know how to do it when they come up. Okay, dead easy. Number 156. So we're going to throw treble 20 for our first dart. What's left from 156? We're visualizing 40 onto 56, and it's revealed 96. The two dart finish of 96. And again, you know it. If you know it instantly, you're just going to fall into the same process. Treble 20, double 18. Okay. Hitting the big 20 leaves 76, and you've got one dart left at 76. I've already taught you this. I would go with one dart, double 18 for double 20, my favorite double. Aiming for the bottom, aiming for this bottom wire, because I don't want to go outside the board. If I do hit the 18, it leaves me 58. That's how I would take it out. A lot of people with 76 with one dart, you're going to go for treble 20 for double 8. Hitting the big 20 will leave 56. Now from our first dart, if we miss treble 20, hit the big 20, just take 20 off 156 is 136. We've got two darts left. I don't know how many darts you've got left. I'm going to go for treble 20 again. Same process. I'm just putting 40 onto 36, 76. Really easy to see this. And we've got one dart left at 76, and we've just covered that. I would go double 18 for double 20, or treble 20 for double 8. Most people go. So that's really quite straightforward, and you will see these patterns repeat all the time. But that's number 156. 157. So treble 20 for the first dart. What's left from 157? You add 40 onto 57, and it's revealed the golden 44 number of 97. And the two dart finish for 97 is treble 19, because it's 57 for double 20. Hitting the big 19, so the miss will hitting the big 19 will leave 78. And got one dart left. Put that down there. We've got one dart left at 78. Whether I got one dart or two darts at 78, I would always go treble 18 for double 12. It's just the finish for 78. Hitting the big 18. This is why I would go that way, because I'm more likely to hit that big 18. Of course I can hit 1 or 4, but we have to just only practice for what we can control. It would leave 60 when we come back to the board, so a manageable number to take out. Now on the first start, if we miss the treble 20, hit the big 20, just take 20 off 157 and it leaves 137. Take 2 darts to take out 137. I'm going to stick a treble 20, why not? Treble 20, we just put 40 on to 37 this time, 77, and you got 1 dart left at 77. I'd go treble 19 because it's 57. Hit it, I'm on double 10 when I come back. And if you hit the big 19, you're on 58 when you return back to the board. Now, if you got 1 dart left at 77, you see a lot of people go treble 15 because hitting that would be double 16 when you come back to the board. And it's all about whether you prefer that side of the board or this side of the board, isn't it really? Or up here, of course. So, and hitting the big 15 would leave 62. So just keep walking that down as much as you can. But that's number 157. I'm learning to put 40, so I'm learning 97. These are the golden 44 numbers. 97, 77. Okay, you're getting the idea now. I just know it. So to the final example of the day, 158. Treble 20 for the first start. What's left from 158? Put 40 onto 58, and it reveals the golden 44 number of 98. 2 dart finish for 98. There's only one way to do this, and that's treble 20 for double 19. We may not like it, but that's the way it is. Hitting the big 20. So change the colour. Hitting the big 20. Take 20 off 98 is 78. And you've got 1 dart left to take out 78. We've just done this in the last video. I would go treble 18 for double 12, because if you hit the big 18 and you're more likely to do that, it leaves 60. Now on our first start, if we miss treble 20 and go for hit big 20, hopefully take 20 off 158 is 138. You got 2 darts to take out 138. Let's take out treble 20. Same process. We just put 40 onto 38. 78. You got 1 dart left to take out 78. We've just done it again. You see these numbers repeat quite a lot. Will be treble 18 for double 12 when you return, because you're more likely to hit the big 18. If we're going to hit the big number versus the treble, we'll hit the big number more times, right? And that would leave 60. So it's quite easy to see that number and easy to go for it when you come back to the board. So that's 158. I'm not learning to take out 158. I'm learning to take out 98 and 78. So I hope you're enjoying the practice. More examples coming next time. Thanks again for watching. Take care for now.